Braille class. Today we are going to be recapping the digraph I, but not the split digraph one. You will see in a minute which I am talking about. Let's do our revise first, guys. So the sound we learnt yesterday, split digraph I. E. Split digraph E. Your. O. Ch. Qu. I. Sh. Back to that split digraph I. Fantastic. Now let's see whether you can remember how to write some of those phonemes that we've been practicing and recapping over the past 2 weeks. So can you write down the split digraph I phoneme? Remember to pause the video. See whether you can write down the letters that make the split digraph I phoneme. Oh, should we see whether you're right? I, and E. Fantastic. Now let's see whether you can write the phoneme E as in Daisy's hokey cokey. So for Daisy's hokey cokey, can you write down the 2 letters that make that sound? Remember to pause that video. Let's see whether you're right. E and Y. Well done if you were. Oh, next one. Split digraph E for Eve and Steve. Eat your peas. What 2 letters make that split digraph E? Remember, pause that video. Let's see if you're right. E and E. Well done if you were. Now we're going to see whether we can revise some of the words that we have been learning throughout our phonics sessions this year. Remember, thinking first, and when I push it forward, say that word. Here. Look. 2. Oh, common exception word this time, so think about this one. It's not going to be pronounced the same way that we can segment it. Were. So the bit that's tricky in this bit is usually E-R-E makes an ear sound, or if we looked at it this way, it makes the split digraph E, w-e-er, weir. Now, weir is a word, but this is not how you spell it, because weir is a contraction of the 2 words we and are. This is the word were, as in we were in school in Braille class in December. So the word is were, and the bit that's tricky is this bit here, because usually it makes a sound ear, but it's making sound this time. Okay, let's see whether you can write some of these words down. So the first word I'd like you to see whether you can write is the word look. Look. So think about what 2 letters, what digraph is making the sound in look. Remember to pause that video. Let's see whether you're right. L-O-O-K. So it's the O and O coming together, the digraph making the sound in that word. Fantastic. Now let's see whether you can write the word to, as I am going to the park after school. The word to. Remember to pause this video. Let's see whether you're right. T and O. Well done. Okay, now that horrible common exception word. Thinking about which bit's tricky and why is it tricky? What does it usually sound like? What is it definitely not in this word? Were. So see whether you can write that common exception word, were. Remember to pause that video. Let's see whether you're right. W-E-R-E. Well done if you were. Fantastic. Now we're going to recap the sound that we're learning today. It's a sound we've done before, but again, we're focusing on spelling in year 2, making sure we're using this sound correctly when we're spelling words that have this sound in. So today we're looking at the digraph I. So our caption action today is tighten my tie. So I want you to imagine you've got your tie on for school and you're saying tighten my tie. So when you see this side of the card, you're going to say tighten my tie. See whether you can do that. Tighten my tie. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the 2 letters that make that digraph today. What are the letter names that make up the digraph today? I. Have a think. It's I and E. So I and E come together to make the digraph I. So when you see this side of the card, you're going to say the sound I. When you see this side of the card, you're going to say tighten my tie. And obviously not too tight because we don't want to hurt your neck. Right, let's have a little look, see whether you can do it. Oh, what's it going to be? Tighten my tie. I. Tighten my tie. I. Fantastic. See whether you can now write our digraph today. How am I writing that? See whether you can write it down. Pause this video. So we're spelling our digraph today, I and E together. Fantastic. Now we're going to see whether you can segment and then blend some of the words with our I sound in today. So let's try that first one together. I, lie. It's never very good to lie. Fantastic. Now see whether you can do this one on your own at home. I'd. Cried. Miss Bailey cried when she found out we couldn't come back to school. Oh, now try and see whether you can do this one completely on your own. So pause this video and see whether you can segment it, not once, not twice, but 3 times to make sure we're blending it correctly. The word is pies. I like apple and rhubarb pies. And then last one, see again whether you can pause the video, segment it not once, not twice, but 3 times, and then see if you can blend it. The word is tried. Fantastic. Now let's see whether you can spell those words. So we'll try that first one, lie. How am I spelling the word lie using our phoneme from today, our sound from today? Lie. Have a think. Pause this video. Let's see whether you're right. L-I-E. Well done if you were. That's quite an easy one. Now let's try the next one. Cried. 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 How do I spell the word cried? And again, we're using that I sound from today. So think about what 2 letters come together to make the digraph I for our lesson today. Cried. Please pause the video. Let's see whether you're right. C-R-I-E-D. Cried. Well done if you got that right, guys. Next one. Pies. Miss Bailey loves to eat rhubarb and apple pies. See whether you can write that word pies using our I sound today. Pause this video. Let's see whether you're right. P-I-E-S. Well done if you got it right. Remember, if you're getting it right and you're thinking, oh, this is too easy for me, challenge yourself and see whether you can write those sentences or different sentences with the same word in. Next one, can you write the word? Maybe show it you then. Tried. Can you write the word tried? So think about that tr at the beginning. What 2 letters are making that tr blend? Tried. Pause that video. Let's see. T-R-I-E-D. Tried. Well done if you got that right, guys. Now we're going to have a go at holding our sentence and then writing and extending it. So our sentence today is, I like eating apple pies. I like eating apple pie. So for our I, we're going to do our capital I. For like, we're going to put our thumbs up. So let's go again. I like eating. We're going to pretend we're eating. So I like eating. Then I want you to imagine you're crunching and taking a bite of an apple. Apple. So I like eating apple, and then I want you to imagine you're putting a pie in the oven, because when a pie goes in the oven it smells amazing. So let's see whether we can do that. I like eating apple pies. And what do we need at the end of that sentence? Full stop. Let's see if we can do it again. I like eating apple pies. Full stop. One more time, a bit quicker this time. I like eating apple pies. And then we need that full stop at the end. Full stop. Fantastic. Now we're going to see whether we can write that sentence. So the first word in our sentence is I. And we need a big capital letter because it's a personal pronoun. And it's also at the beginning of our sentence. So I, really big capital. Next word is like. And remember, we're using that split digraph I that we learned yesterday. So we're not using our I from today, our I and E. We're using our split digraph for that word like. So we're going to use a finger space. Remember that split digraph I is I, a space and an E. And we need that kicking k. Because if it was a curly, it would make it a s, like lice. And we definitely don't want I lice, we want I like. I like eating. So for eating, we're using one of our E. And for the E we need to use for eating, it is eat your P. So it's E and A. So we've got our E and our A. Eating. So after that E sound, I can hear a T. And then I have the suffix ing on the end, which is I-N-G. I like eating apple. So the first sound in apple is A. So we're going to write that down. Now, apple's quite a hard word because it has a double P. Apple. So we're going to have P and a P. And the U on the end. And then there's something really, really naughty on the end. It's that E that doesn't make a sound. I like eating apple pies. We know we need to use our I sound on today, so our I and E together this time. So pies starts with our P. We have our I sound from today, and I don't just like eating one apple pie, because Miss Bailey's very greedy. I like eating lots of apple pies. So it's plural, S on the end. And then I put my big full stop. I like eating apple pies. Now, again, we're going to try and extend it today with a different conjunction. We're going to use the conjunction but. So we need to get rid of that full stop. We're going to place our but in there. And I want you to think of how you could extend that sentence using the conjunction but. So, for example, I like eating apple pies, but I can't eat too many or I'll get sick. So see whether you can use the conjunction but to extend that sentence, and then see if you can challenge yourself even further by writing other sentences with some of the words that had our digraph I in today, like cried, tried, lie, and see whether you can challenge yourself by using different conjunctions we've been learning this week to extend your own sentences.